tradition, fundamentals, the essentials of showmanship, the way professional wrestling used to be. That's been the foundation and formula of the Universal Wrestling Federation. It began in the summer of 1990 with a mandate from founder and president Herb Abrams to bring professional wrestling back to the glory days. The UWF charter has followed in the footsteps of some of the great teachers of the sport. Proud tradition of these and other great champions, the UWF is ready to break from the past. And thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig DeGeorge, joined again by, unfortunately this week, the Golden Greek John Toller.
You know, Craig DeGeorge, you're getting better and better all the time. I told you, man, hang around with the Golden Greek, you get it. You know, last week, what matches? I never seen matches like this in my entire life, and I've been in the wrestling profession for quite some time. Yeah. All the matches were super.
You thought you saw a lot last week? Wait till this week. Death Row, 3-2-60, and a guy you'll be hearing a lot about. He's about 6'8" or so, way over 300 pounds. He's the Nightstalker.
You know what gets me? All these kids are 26, 27, 28 years old, but man, they're 6'6". They weigh 300 pounds. They really grow them big today.
They certainly do, so get ready for the Fury Hour coming up next.
On this week's show, Death Row 3260. Making his UWF debut, Barry Horowitz. From Atlanta, Georgia, the 6'9" giant, the Nightstalker. And in the main event, Helmut Hessler with his manager, Kevin Casey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from parts unknown, weighing in at 270 pounds, Midnight Star. Now entering the ring area from the Florida State Penitentiary, weighing in at 350 pounds, Death Row 3260.
All right, here he is, Death Row 3260 against Midnight Star here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Thank you, George, the Golden Greek. Glad you could join us once again for another super hour here. Death Row 3260. Now he did time in prison. Says he didn't do anything, and now he is out to get even with anybody. So don't say anything bad about him, John, or you'll be in trouble.
Oh, I'm not going to say nothing bad about this guy, Death Row, pardon me. 350 pounds, 6'3". He's been wrestling about 6-7 years. Real big man, real big man. Whoa!
Star moved out of the way quickly, and now he slows it down for possible. No, good call. I understand that Death Row 3260 has asked for a copy of the videotape of this, John. So better be on your best behavior.
I'll tell you what, tell me something. When you were on Death Row, DeGeorge, what was your number? 1542. Come on, let it out. Come on, man. I won't tell anybody. What was your number at Death Row?
Yeah. Well, Midnight Star, pretty impressive here. Oh, what a great flying, spinning kick by Death Row 3260 to get out of that difficult position.
I tell you, man, there's another guy, big man, you know, and the guy moves. I mean, really moves. They must have fed him good in the state prison. I'll tell you that now, right now, man. This guy really moves. Look at him. He's just like a lightweight. You know, I just can't. I'm going to tell you the truth. These guys are so heavy, they're moving like lightweights. This is what I like. This is what I love. Look at that. Unreal, you know. Standing drop kick by 3260.
And Midnight Star may feel like he's on death row at this point.
This guy should be in Ripley's Believe It or Not. What do you think of that? Believe it or not. And you know, this Midnight Star is not 140 pounds. This guy weighs 270 pounds, and he's throwing him around like he's a lightweight, like he's a piece of garbage.
And he does not want to finish it right now. I think he wants to apply some more pressure, some more punishment. That right there will show you how angry with society this guy is. He hit him right in the head with almost all 350 pounds.
That's a great knee drop. Very good knee drop.
You see? I mean, he could have put him away right there.
I know, but that's the viciousness in the man, and this is what I love. This is what makes wrestling. You got that guy down, man. You're a sucker if you let him up. Don't let him up until you're finished with the guy. You understand? Like if I had you down, man, you'd never get up. Never.
3-2-6-0 on that second rope. Look out. Midnight Star dazed in the mid-ring. Then he takes the shoulder tackle. And that will finish it off. Wow, what agility for that big man.
350 pounds off the second rope, and that's called a power bomb, man. And that's the end of 270 pounds Midnight Star. Another super match by the UWF, Universal Wrestling Federation. The only way to spell wrestling.
Woo, Mister! Boogie Man don't feel good today. But first of all, I want to say all my people, all my brothers and sisters, your Boogie Man loves you all, baby. Colonel Red, Mr. Red. Brother, what the hell is in your brain, baby? I took you under my wing. I fed you. When you went to the hospital, who paid for the hospital? Boogie Woogie. Have you forgot everything? Colonel Red, what the hell's wrong with you, boy? 10 years, 10 years, I gave you my soul. Everything, baby, poured out of my body. Everything you know. You know because of me. And now, you bring the Russian, Ivan Koloff, and his cousin. You think they're going to do more for you than I did for you, boy? Listen, baby, I've been all over the world, and all I hear is what you're putting down right now on the street, baby, about your man that has gave you everything that you have in the world today. Well, baby, if you want to fight fire, if you want a war, that's what you got. Because Boogie Woogie is coming for you, Red. Boogie Woogie is coming, and I'm going to take back everything that I have ever gave you, plus more. You're mine. Mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from parts unknown, weighing in at 220 pounds, Viper 2. Now entering the ring, Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant.
And here he is, the Boogie Woogie Man, in the Universal Wrestling Federation, making his debut, kissing his fans, high-fiving them, boogie-woogieing with them. There's a Boogie Woogie Man, boy. This guy's the originator Boogie Woogie. Tommy Dorsey Boogie Woogie. You remember that? Yeah. Okay, man, good. And look, he just knocked over one man. He just, oh, he just tipped Danny Dolan. You remember that? He's a friend of everybody. I didn't know you were that close. close,
I know one thing. Whatever this guy does, the fans go crazy for him. I tell you what, man. I hope he don't fall in love with me, man. What's the matter with him?
I don't know. I saw him wink.
Yeah, here he comes again, man. This is it. Look out.
Look at him. High five in the crowd. Boogie Woogie Man. Jimmy Valiant. Oh, look at this. There's one of his favorites. Oh, right on the red hot lips, man. That was even longer than George Booth shot. Mine was the quickest right now. I'm going to go home now and guard him. You got to be hit, man. Well, looks terrific outside the ring. Let's see what he can do inside the ring. Viper 2, meanwhile, is waiting in the ring for the Boogie Woogie Man.
You know, this guy didn't have a right easy. This guy was going in the hospital of New York City, man. He's brought up the hard way, boy. He was really brought up the hard way. But I'll tell you what, he's got one hell of a heart. He's a kind guy, and he can wrestle. This guy can wrestle. He can really move.
Well, he goes in immediately, knocks the Viper 2 man out. Oh, he's got the referee now.
The referee now. Whatever he does, people don't care. People are going crazy. This guy can do anything, and they love him. They love him like crazy. You know, him and his brother Johnny, they had the world tag team champions at one time, plus the TV champions of the United States. These guys were phenomenal. They were just as good as the Polish brothers.
I'll tell you what. You know, this guy can pull hair with the best of them, too. Don't get the idea that he's Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, no, he's not. He's a street guy, as you mentioned. But you're right. No matter what he does, the crowd always seems to be on his side.
Well, look at the tattoos on this guy. Look at the tattoos on his arm, on his belly. He's got tattoos all over. On his back, got it on his neck, got it on his chin.
Yeah.
He's got tattoos everywhere, man. He must have spent a fortune on that tattoo. I'd rather have the money in the bank, man.
This guy, you might want to say, look at the skin of this guy.
You better get that.
Boogie Woogie Man. Oh, he's going to pull that cap off.
Oh, look at this.
Oh! Did you see that?
That was a great move. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, baby. You know, he's got these fans spellbounded, you know. No matter what he does, look at these fans. Just every eye is on this Boogie Woogie Man. Every eye. Look, whatever he does, he don't care.
Threw it to the referee who handled it gingerly. And now what's this? Test of strength, perhaps? Test of strength on the knees, it looks like. Old-fashioned wrestling, I guess. All right, he's got Viper 2. Face to face. And he is just scaring the wits out of Viper 2. Doesn't know what's next for the Boogie Woogie Man.
Viper 2 is lost in there because this Boogie Woogie is unorthodox, and he's having a hell of a time. He's having a great time in that ring, man. He's having a terrific time, no question about it. And you know what? This guy can wrestle. Boogie Woogie can really wrestle, believe me. He's a good athlete, and he's got the goods to deliver, man. He can deliver anytime he wants. He had his fun. Now he's starting to move now. There's a sleeper hole.
Right into a sleeper hole by the Boogie Woogie Man. You know, he could put you to sleep a little bit with his antics. You start watching how he gets involved with the crowd and forget about the match, and then all of a sudden he'll surprise you with a terrific wrestling move.
Well, what happens, he has a lot of fun with his opponents, and then his opponent lets his hair down, his hands down, he loses his battle plan, and the guy is finished, you know? And that's when Boogie Man has to like. And it's a sleeper. And another great victory for the Boogie Boogie Man, Jimmy Valiant.
And this crowd is Boogie Woogie.
The stand-up crowd, man, they're going crazy over the guy. Going crazy. And I'm getting out of here. I don't want a second this, baby. Keep away from me, man.
Boogie Woogie Man, what a debut here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Look out, Johnny. Take a look over here.
No more, man. No more.
Be careful.
Give a kiss to the George.
All right, now, enough of that. Let's go to black here, can we? Hey, oh, no!
All right.
Boogie Woogie Man.
There you are, man. All right. That's what I like. Good boy. I owe you one, Boogie Woogie. What do you think of that, man?
I think we should go to black right now.
Are you in love now?
Commercial, something. Herb Abrams.
What are we going to do? Are we going to fight for his love?
I'll tell you what, pal, he's all yours.
He's not my type, believe me. You know, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest things that ever happened to Mr. Red is when I beat Captain Lou Albano and I took away the captain's corner and I turned it in to Colonel Red's corner. I took it away from him, and one of the greatest things that ever happened is I get to pick who I interview. Now they're telling me I've got to interview that dirty dog Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. I'm not going to do it. I own this corner, and I'm not going to do it no matter what. This is my corner. Colonel Red, you are supposed to have Boogie Woogie Man here this week. I don't know what you're interviewing him. I don't know what you've got with him. I'm not going to interview him. You are going to interview him. Let me tell you something. You are going to interview him here next week. And if you don't, you are going to be terminated. You will be terminated. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee it. Here live next week, Colonel Red will interview Boogie Woogie Man, or there will be no Colonel Red corner. UWF and Barry Horowitz. I'm here to stay, and I'm gunning for everybody. Why is the hand on my back of my jacket? Because I'm confident. I'm cocky. I'm bad. Fact, not brag. I'm gunning for the heavyweight championship. TV, you want to call me a light heavyweight champion? I was. But right now, I'm gunning for the TV heavyweight championship. Sunny Beach, you're in my way. I'm going to stomp you. I'm going to put you out like a bad habit. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. I'm a wrestling technician. From grade school to FSU, Florida State University, you're looking at a premier, Mr. Premier wrestler. I will gun at everybody I can and beat you all. I don't care if it's fighting, kicking your face in, stretching you, putting you in a three-quarter grapevine, belly to belly. I don't care. I could do it. I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. So to all my opponents out there, it's easier to jump on than jump off. Go for the hottest ride in the park and jump on this wrestling machine. You won't survive.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event, the 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 230 pounds, Tommy Angel. And now, introducing from St. Petersburg, Florida, making his debut in the UWF, weighing in at 225 pounds, Barry, the star of David Horowitz.
Barry Horowitz with his Universal Wrestling Federation debut. You think you'd be a bit happy about that, John? You know, the first time you get out there in the ring, and look at this mug of this guy. Horowitz. But hey, what is that big hand in the back of his outfit there? Is that little tapping thing he does? Compliments himself?
Barry, star of David Horowitz from St. Pete, Florida. You know, Florida's got some tremendous athletes, no question about it. Great athletes. And here's one right here. David Horowitz. Been 11 years pro.
Barry Horowitz.
That's what I said, Barry Horowitz. What's the matter with you?
I thought you were talking about the guy who does the,
Barry Horowitz.
show out Los Angeles, you know, with the consumer thing. David Horowitz, I think his name. Anyway, Barry Horowitz at work here with Tommy Angel. Barry always acts his age, not his shoe size. He'll be the first one to tell you that.
This guy can hammerlock. Very good move. Reverse, another reverse hammerlock. Another reverse hammerlock. This is what I call the basic. Another reverse hammerlock. Super duper. What do you think, George? Look at that. The basics of wrestling is right here. The basics is coming back.
Barry is known as an excellent technician. Started out in a youth center, Northwest Youth Center down in St. Petersburg. At age 13, was a high school champion. He wrestled at Florida State for a year. And has had a fine wrestling career. And it's good to have him here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Although I always get tired of him tapping himself on the back. Like, I mean, look at this. Oh, he elbowed him. You know what? He suckered Tommy Angel right there. He knocks him down with the shoulder block. Steps over him now. Good leapfrog. And goes flying on the arm drag by Tommy Angel. Then the drop kick.
Drop kick. Arm drag. Terrific. Still with the arm bar. Great moves by both. Super move.
I think Horowitz thought he had things going his way when he sort of double-crossed Angel and elbowed him. But Tommy Angel showing that he's a tough customer, too.
This is a great wrestling match. This is one of these basic wrestling matches. You know, you got to bring that basics in. And I think both these guys, they eat wrestling, they sleep wrestling, they think wrestling all the time. And that's what makes them very, very good. And on top of that, super shape. They really know how to move. Their tongues ain't dragging. These guys ain't breathing hard because they love their profession. And they know that they're in there, that they're the best. And this is what makes them top.
A lot of punching there, every word, huh, John?
You know, I'm Greek.
Going left and right over here, for those of you at home.
I got to tell you something. I'm a Greek, and Greeks always talk with their hands. You understand? And you're Italian.
Yeah.
Italians talk with their hands,
Well,
too, right?
don't look at me when you start talking, otherwise I'm going to take a series of lefts and rights. Horowitz outside the ring does know what hit him here.
If you took a series of left and right, you wouldn't be here. You'd be gone. I'd have to do this program myself. And I don't want to do this because I'm teaching you, DeGeorge. I'm teaching you. In fact, you're getting better every time.
With respect to those at home, please do not do that. Oh, Horowitz with a neat move there as he knocks him off the top rope. And now, you know, one thing that bothers me, just too cocky, this guy, Horowitz. A little too cool.
Hey, listen. If you got it, man, why not be cocky? Show the world that you got it. You got to be cocky if you got it, man. If you ain't got it, forget it. But he's got it. He's got all the right moves. He knows what to do with all the moves. So if you got it, let the world know that you're cocky. Because you got to blow your own horn, man, because nobody's going to blow it for you.
That's a little too much, but he does have, there's a great suplex you saw. Oh, man. Horowitz working down the head of Tommy Angel. Hey, later on, boy, do not turn that dial. The Boogie Woogie Man, John.
Oh, man.
Jimmy Valiant this hour, this week. Universal Wrestling Federation coming up later. We'll have a Curl Red Corner as well. Check in with the Nightstalker. And the debut of Vladimir Koloff all coming up this hour.
There's a backslide. 1-2 coming right out, man. These guys are super. These guys, you know, this whole...
package, trying to small package him.
Out.
Can't do it.
What a great kick. What a great kick out. You know, this David Horowitz weighs 225. Angel weighs...
Harry Horowitz.
Pardon me. Harry Horowitz, Barry Horowitz. Horowitz, the star of David. Whoever he is, he's fantastic, and he knows his wrestling. And so does this Angel. This Angel knows his stuff, too. These guys are given one hell of a match, man. One hell of a match.
Angel into the ropes. Oh! He held on the top rope. Good idea. A double drop kick there by Barry Horowitz. Nothing but air. Now Horowitz taking a couple of rights and lefts from Tommy Angel.
And these guys are thinking in that ring. You know, if you don't think in that ring, you're lost. You're lost. There's a start. This guy starts great. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this hold. Look at this hold.
Looking at that neck. Takes it down.
Super.
That might do it.
Yeah. Look at that, eh? Super great move by the star of David Horowitz. I'm going to tell you something. I've seen a lot of matches. This was a great super match. This match takes no backseat to no other match. This was a very, very great match. You know, the UWF has really got some tremendous wrestlers and all contenders for the Southern States Heavyweight Champion held by Bob Orton.
So Barry Horowitz with an impressive win over Tommy Angel. Stay tuned. Plenty more to come.
Event, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from parts unknown, weighing 220 pounds, Viper 2. Now entering the ring from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, weighing 260 pounds, Dynamite David Perry.
Greg DeGeorge back with the Golden Greek. John Toler's here. Thanks for joining us here on Prime Ticket, Universal Wrestling Federation action. Coming up next, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. And right here, we've got Dynamite David Perry and the Viper 2. And they're going to work right away. Right side of your screen.
I tell you what.
Bring it out to better get out of there. And he's going to get knocked out. Headbutt by Viper 2. John.
You can't headbutt this man, I'll tell you why. Because his head's hard. There's no question about it. He's got a hard head. And this guy looks good, man. I like this Dynamite David Perry. I don't know too much about him, but he's another big boy. 262 pounds.
Nice to see you doing your homework.
I always do my homework. Yeah. I always do. How about this Viper 2? I don't know too much about him. But there's another guy that weighs about 225, 230 pounds.
That's terrific insight. Oh, great super kick by Dynamite David Perry. I'll tell you something about him. A guy who learned to fight in the streets. And he was also a pro boxer at one time. But you know what he said? He's too heavy to box, and there's too many rules. Have these bodies slammed by Viper 2. So he says this is his sport.
Maybe he's too heavy to wrestle.
Glad you enjoyed that one. Side headlock by Viper 2 on Dynamite David Perry. Slams him over. Can't get those shoulders down, though, John, when your arm is in that position.
That's true. That's true. You know, the next match I'm really looking forward to, I like to see this Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. He thinks that he's the cat of the hour, you know what I'm saying? He thinks that this guy, Mr. Orndorff, is wonderful. Just ask him and he'll tell you that he's wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
How about the reverse side suplex by Perry to turn the tide here? Out about another one.
There's another side suplex. The count, 1, 2, and he's up. The masked man Viper 2 is in trouble. There's no question about it. Good elbow. A good elbow. Another good elbow. A right to the eyes by the masked man.
Yeah, he got scratched in the face there. Perry's having trouble seeing right now. He goes into the rope and takes the clothesline.
If you can't get him one way, man, go into your book of tricks and get him another way. You know, that's the name of the business. That's the name of professional wrestling.
What about rules, John? What about doing it the right way, the clean way?
Let me tell you something. The rules of that book, the wrestling book, was made to be broken. And that's what I did, and that's what made me great. But I broke them when nobody seen me. I admit it. I broke those rules, but no.
Well, had they had television in your day, John, maybe they would have seen some of those.
They had television, and I started with black and white television. What do you think of that?
You know, radio, it's tough to tell all those moves there.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've come to the conclusion now. I should be on TV, and you should be on radio, man. What do you think of that?
Hey, let's concentrate on this man, Dynamite David Perry, with the elbow to the face, knocking down Viper 2.
The big boy. He's a big boy. Very big boy, Dynamite, man. And he's got a lot of dynamite. There's no question about it. But he's not wrestling no slouch. He's wrestling a guy lighter than him who's got a lot of guts, too. A lot of guts. Right into the corner.
Whip into the corner. Here he comes. Oh, he came with a splash, but nobody home.
And when you hit that corner at 262 pounds, man, you feel it more than a 195-pounder hitting that corner.
Viper 2 has been able to hang in there with Dynamite David Perry. Tried to arm drag him. Now he's thrown himself.
His first hip toss is great. What a judo move that is. What a side
super
kick.
kick, yes. And he'll grieve. Put him away.
Oh, did you see the speed of that? I didn't even see that, man. That just came out of nowhere.
Neither did Viper 2.
Holy cow, man. What a move that was.
Dynamite Perry does it. Winning here in the UWF. Plenty more action to come.
Whew, that was a dynamite move by Dynamite David Perry. A flying clothesline.
Back to basics, what professional wrestling used to be. That's what the Universal Wrestling Federation is all about. Here's the power of the UWF. Here's the latest information of the UWF stars, upcoming shows, feuds, and debuts. We've got Steve Dr. Des Williams, Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, B. Brian Blair, Cowboy Bob Orton, John Tolis, Captain Lou Albano, right here.
Wow, when you talk about Herb Abrams, when you're talking about Steve Williams, you're talking about the class personified, the true world champion. And this is the man, chairman of the board, president of Universal Wrestling, that's bringing wrestling back to where it should be. A proud bunch of men that are truly men. World's best athletes, professional wrestling. Woo! Universal Wrestling.
Call now. Join the growing legion of wrestling fans and fanatics all over the world to join the Universal Wrestling Federation power line. Call 1-900-420-4UWF. Call now!
Gentlemen, our next event, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Johnny Kidd. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Nightstalker.
With all respect to other gentlemen using that term, I have to. He told me to call him a gentleman, but he's not. He's a vicious 6'7", rather 305-pound beast in that ring. The Nightstalker against Johnny Kidd.
And I'm going to tell you, look at the size of this guy, man. You got to look up, man. You get a sore neck looking at this guy. This guy's 6'7", baby. 6'7", 305, 310 pounds. And look at him. He's big all over, man. And no guts, no belly. This guy's massive. Look at the face on this guy, man. Look at him.
Let's try to get a close-up of that face so you can see what we're talking about. There it is. Good shot. Of the Nightstalker. Oh, man, he just picked up Johnny Kidd and threw him down like he was nothing. Like he was a toothpick. Like he was a kid.
And this kid is 220 pounds and picked him up like he's nothing. Look at the legs on this guy. Look at the legs on this Nightstalker. Look at the arms, the back, the shoulders.
Well, you talk about contenders for the upcoming television tournament, which will decide the TV champion here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. You got to put this guy top of your
What
list.
a great leapfrog. Let you see that leapfrog, 307 pounds, he leapfrog like a lightweight. I'll tell you what, man, I've seen a lot of wrestling, but this guy's got a great future in professional wrestling. A great future in the UWF. Man, I'd like to have this guy under contract. He'd make me a bundle. A real bundle.
Clothesline, Johnny Kidd. You know, I'd like to see that because that means you go back into managing.
Let me tell you something, George. I can do everything. You know, I'm the master of all trades. The master of all trades, believe me. I can still wrestle.
Wow!
What's in here? What's
the matter,
man?
Came right to our broadcast table. We might have to call on your wrestling skills right now, John told us.
I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to hide behind you, man. Especially if
now you're hiding. All of a sudden you're hiding.
Never mind, especially that Nightstalker comes out after me, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell him you did it.
Mr. Tough Guy on the microphone.
That's all right.
Yeah. Nightstalker continues to go to work here on Johnny Kidd.
I'll run away, man, so I can play for another day. Look at this guy, like it's nothing to it. Like nothing to it.
This is dangerous now because there's just no padding outside that ring. You can see that. And he throws him back into the ring.
Man.
You know what impresses you about Nightstalker? He's not only big, he's quick, and he's agile. And with that combination, he's going to be tough to beat.
And he wants to show this kid that he's got him where he wants him. Whether it's outside the ring or inside the ring. Oh, way up in the air like nothing. 1, 2,
took him right down with the hatchet. There it is. That's the hatchet. Took him by the throat, dropped him straight down to the canvas. Johnny Kidd may be wondering why he got into the wrestling business tonight.
Did you see the face on that Nightstalker? Look at the size of this guy. What confidence. And this guy hasn't been wrestling that long. This guy is a natural, man. You know what? I'm going to the back room and see if I get this guy under contract.
And the fans, I'll tell you what, John, the fans very smart not to get too close.
The Universal Wrestling Federation's Beach Brawl is now available on video cassette. The critics have hailed it as one of the most action-packed nights in the history of the sport. Add power to your video library with this once-in-a-lifetime power jam. The UWF Beach Brawl features Dr. Death Steve Williams, Bam Bam Bigelow, Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, Wet n Wild, Cactus Jack, and many more. Also available, the best of the UWF Volumes 1 through 6. Order each cassette separately, or, for a limited time only, if you order all 6 at once, you'll receive the Beach Brawl video absolutely free, along with an autographed photo of UWF champ Dr. Death Steve Williams. Cassettes sold separately, $95 each, plus shipping and handling. Order all best of tapes for $119.70 and get the Beach Brawl video absolutely free. Send check or money order to Abrams Entertainment Group, 2532 Lincoln Boulevard, Marina Del Rey, California, 90291. Or call 213-822-4187 for more information.
Special notice, wrestling fans. The UWF Television Championship title has been declared vacant. Former champion Steve Dr. Des Williams has not fulfilled his contractual obligations. The title is up for grabs.
You know, Mr. Abrams, you know, I kind of think something's a little bit funny around here. You know something? When you talked about the television champion being up for grabs, you know, I really didn't hear enough mention about the Wild Thing, Steve Ray. A lot of people don't take into consideration what I did tonight with Steve Williams. The man deserved to have the belt. Oh, yeah, he deserved it, and he was the better man. And you know what? I can say that. You know why? Because I learned from my mistakes. And you know something, Mr. Abrams? What I like to tell to all the fans out there, I'm ready, better than ever. And Dr. Death Steve Williams, yeah, he might win his own path. He might went back to Japan. He doesn't want to come to the States. He doesn't want to carry the responsibility of a belt. So we got it up to grabs. Now, all I'm asking, Mr. Abrams, you being president of UWF, I want a fair shot. I don't want any problems. I don't want any mistakes. I want you to ask me face to face, will you take that chance? Will you step in the ring with the best? You got Bob Orton. Oh, yeah, he's a good wrestler, and he talks about his mistakes lately. Well, you got Paul Orndorff. Yeah, he's a good wrestler, too, and he's been pulling things out of his tights lately. You've got a lot of good wrestlers in your federation still, and you know something? You've got better ones even coming in. I want a chance. I know the fans out there want me to have a chance, and whatever it takes, I want to be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event, a 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Lincoln, Nebraska, weighing in 260 pounds, Jeff Husker. Introducing next, from Berlin, Germany, accompanied by his manager, Kevin the Truth Casey, weighing 260 pounds, Helmut Hessler.
Well, there you see the manager, another annoying fella, Kevin the Truth Casey, and his man, Helmut Hessler, out of Germany, taking on the former linebacker for Tom Osborne, University of Nebraska Cornhuskers, Jeff Husker. What do you think of this guy, the Truth? Kevin Casey.
I'll tell you what. I asked him why does he use the golf club. The man told me because he's a great golfer. And with the earnings of his money, he makes Chaos Enterprises.
Yes, that's C-H-A-O-S.
That's C-H-A-O-S. Enterprises. You know what that means? You know what chaos means?
What does that mean?
It means the same thing as I had when I was in the ring. Chaos and misery for your opponent.
And it also stands for Casey's House of All-Stars. And you ask a follow-up question. Look at Hessler going to work immediately on Jeff Husker, who probably feels like he's in a Big 8 game against the Colorado Buffaloes right now.
I'll tell you, man, this Husker, I'll tell you what, for the University of Nebraska, the guy was a linebacker. He's got a couple years wrestling, and he's an amateur state champ from Nebraska, and he can really wrestle, and he's strong.
And he's got it right there with the arm drag. Husker, another one. And he's going to work, and this crowd is going berserk. Wild,
Look at this,
right
look at this.
Atomic drop.
Super, and these guys are 260 pounds, and they're moving like lightweight. I can't believe it. These guys are fantastic. All the matches this evening so far, I'm telling you, have been super matches. And that's from the Golden Greek.
Now, we did mention, John, that Helmut Hessler is also an amateur champion, a European amateur champ. That's probably the reason he's got that headgear on. I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear the headgear like that.
Oh, dear, I'll tell you about this Hessler. Believe it or not, he was discovered by Koloff. And he went to Russia, and he trained in Koloff's private. Oh! Did you see that move?
Took him down running the top rope, yes.
Unreal.
But finish up your point, yeah.
In Koloff's secret training camp in Russia. Now, this guy has a little bit of the same ability as Koloff. But both these guys are super athletes. Real super athletes. And these guys are going to go down to the wire, man, on this one. Down to the wire.
Helmut Hessler was kicked out of many leagues. You'll notice a lot of illegal tactics. He gets away with a lot. Howard slammed him and took him down, maybe for the count. No. Husker, tough to put away here.
I think they're going to need more than a power slam to beat any one of these guys. These guys have got the fortitude, man, and these guys, believe it or not, there's not much experience in there, but they look like they've been in professional wrestling for 20 years.
He hit him with a heck of a clothesline.
I like my job. You know why? Because these guys and everybody else reminds me of me when I used to wrestle. Super, super, duper.
I was afraid you weren't going to really catch on with this thing, and we'll have to walk away.
And I'm going to tell you something, George. You know what I feel like doing? Well, taking off my tie, taking off my jacket, taking off my shirt, and getting in that ring and going all over again, man.
If it means taking off that headset, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Believe me when I say this.
What's
the
that?
brain says go ahead and the heart
We'll
says
return
go
to the
ahead.
conclusion of this match right after these messages.
Stay home. And I think I'll stay home. And these guys are 260 pounds, and they're moving like lightweights. I can't believe it. These guys are fantastic. All the matches this evening so far, I'm telling you, have been super, super matches. And that's from the Golden Greek.
Now, we should mention, John, that Helmut Hessler is also an amateur champion, a European amateur champ. That's probably the reason he's got that headgear on. I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear the headgear like that.
Oh, you know, I'll tell you about this Hessler. Believe it or not, he was discovered by Koloff, and he went to Russia, and he trained in Koloff's private. Oh! Did you see that move?
Took him down right on the top rope, yes.
Unreal.
But finish up your point, yeah.
In Koloff's secret training camp in Russia. Now, this guy has a little bit of the same ability as Koloff. But both these guys are super athletes. Real super athletes. And these guys are going to go down to the wire, man, on this one. Down to the wire.
Helmut Hessler was kicked out of many leagues. You'll notice a lot of illegal tactics. He gets away with a lot. Power slammed him and took him down, maybe for the count. No. Husker, tough to put away here.
I think they're going to need more than a power slam to beat any one of these guys. These guys have got the fortitude, man, and these guys, believe it or not, there's not much experience in there, but they look like they've been in professional wrestling for 20 years.
He hit him with a heck of a clothesline.
I like my job. You know why? Because these guys and everybody else reminds me of me when I used to wrestle. Super, super, duper.
I was afraid you weren't going to really catch on with this thing, and we'll have to walk away.
And I'm going to tell you something, George. You know what I feel like doing? Well, taking off my tie, taking off my jacket, taking off my shirt, and getting in that ring and going all over again, man.
If it means taking off that headset, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Believe me when I say this.
What's
the
that?
brain says go ahead and the heart says go ahead, but the body says stay home. And I think I'll stay home.
All right. You see Hessler continue to go to work on Jeff Husker, and he will really go to any means to get a big... Oh, look at this! Kevin the Truth Casey has that golf club around the head of Husker. That 9-iron. And that's supposed to be for those 100-yard shots.
That's it. I'll tell you what, my friend, that thing is used for golf, and it's used for many other things. This is why this guy is called Chaos, man. Chaos Enterprises. I like that name. I like guys that are in there, they don't care what they do as long as they win, and that's the bottom line, man. Win, win, win. Nobody loves a loser. Nobody likes a loser.
He made money flip up, sunset flip possible. Got him down. Oh,
a straight kick out. Jeez. Super move by both.
They are agile big men, powerful, yet good technicians, and obviously from their strong amateur background.
And Hessler's 260 pounds, Husker's 260 pounds, and they're going at it, man, left and right. They're going at it like they weigh about 120 pounds each. They're really going.
Hammerlock here for Hessler. And look at that. Now, that leverage he's applying. John, you've been in this division when you've got that neck wrenched around a little bit. That's not a great feeling in here.
No, there's no great feeling at all. This is a very treacherous hold. I always hated this hold. I couldn't stand it because I was tied up, you know. A lot of times I went to the ropes to get out of it, believe me. But I'm going to tell you something, man. These guys are super, and I mean super. Take it from the Golden Greek. Unreal.
Oh! Husker took that one right in the kisser. He took that big black boot from the German. Oh, and the German takes a big elbow to the face, and he's now knocked down. He took a ride on Queer Street there.
Oh, look at this. A side suplex. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what a move. What a great match. And there goes the manager. There he goes. Kicking us. Really giving him now, man.
Look out, he's got that golf club again. Here's the Drew Casey. He landed a shot with a 9-iron right to the midsection.
That's what I love. I love that. Why not? Why not? Give it to him. Give him. You got him down. Don't let him up.
This is disgraceful.
You won the match. You won the match. Promo and do it, man. Do your stuff. That's what I call professional wrestling.
This is disgraceful. Coming out after the 9-iron. That belongs to the ring. That's it.
I tell you, this crowd in Spartanburg is going crazy, man. It's really going crazy. I tell you, this was another great match. A super night of professional wrestling. These guys were fantastic. And every match is getting better and better and better.
Helmut Hessler, a victor over Jeff Husker. And I hope these guys have something coming.
You want to know what this is all about? Jimmy Valiant, it's about money. Yes, I'm greedy, and I told you when I met you a long time ago, you said, Colonel, I'm going to take you to the top. Well, let me tell you something. You didn't take me anywhere. I took you to the top, Jimmy Valiant. You are a loser. It took me 10 years to figure this out, but now I know. Now I know what a dirty dog you are. And right now, I've got the greatest wrestlers that have ever stepped into a wrestling arena. Ivan Koloff right now is my #1 man, and he's going to beat you like the dirty dog you are.
You know, Colonel Red, you're a very smart businessman. May I congratulate you on your decision of coming over and joining forces with the Koloff family. Because this boogie-woogie man, Jimmy Valiant, there is indeed nothing valiant about this man. He is a gutter rat. The New York street, he calls all the people out there, his family, his friends. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if you look up to the boogie-woogie man, Jimmy Valiant, as a friend, you're nothing but a gutter rat just like him. In America, I understand, there's a lot of street people. Well, you could go lay in the gutter with this boogie-woogie man. Valiant. Yes, you're going to find out, boogie-woogie man, that the hard feelings as far as Ivan Koloff is concerned, I never forget. Yes, we've had a lot of indifferences over the years, a lot of feuds, a lot of issues unsettled, but they will be settled now. You see, I've got the secret. The Colonel Red knows everything about you. He's traveled up and down that road with you. He knows your secrets, and he's endowed me with every one of them. And now I know your weaknesses, Jimmy Woogie, Boogie Woogie man, and I know what's going to take you down, what's going to finish you off. And indeed, I'm just the man to do it. I'm looking forward to it, UWF style.
Hey, I want to tell you right now, Boogie Woogie man, it's over between me and you. We can never go back. And yes, I got greedy. But you know what? This man right here is going to take it to the top, and I'm going to make more money than I've ever made before in my life.
Jimmy Valiant, watch out, because no matter where,
we're coming for you. Next week on the Fury Hour, you'll see Southern States Heavyweight Champion Cowboy Bob Orton. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff will be with us next week leading up to that championship match. And also Colonel Red with his guest, supposedly Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.